And I can tell you now officially that former President Donald J. Trump has been criminally indicted in the state of Georgia in a prosecution brought by the Fulton County District Attorney, Fani Willis.
And here we go, some hot, fresh BS fresh off the presses. Before I dive deep into this really quick, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you guys could please share so we could get the video and the word going. Now let's just dive right into this whole situation. So we're going to make this really quick. You have this Fani Willis individual, right? A lot of these people, like the Letitia James, I believe is the way you say her name, Alvin Bragg, all these people, it's all about get Trump. It's all about this is what's going to catapult us with the campaign. And what did we get? Late last night, we want to be in prime time. We wanted the cameras there. We have the roadblock situation, even though nobody's there. It's all about optics. It's just look at me. Look at all the great things that we're doing for the great America, for what we're doing for the United States. So what do they hit us with? Oh, here comes a fourth indictment, which we all really knew about. It was all about the minute details, and we'll get into the really big thing with this very quickly. But hold on, there's like 19 people, including Trump, in this indictment, right? It's all about the same stuff that we knew about. Oh, the phone call. Anybody that listens to the phone call in its entirety, it's over like an hour and 20 minutes. I will implore you to please listen to the phone call. There's like uncut versions and cut versions where they bleep out names and all that. Try to find an uncut version, maybe watch 20 minutes at a time, whatever you can do. There's no mistake that the media plays like a 10-second clip of an hour and 25-minute conversation. What does that tell you? When there's multiple lawyers on both sides, on big old Brad Raffensperger's side and Trump's side, multiple lawyers, nobody ever hung up. Nobody ever said, man, this call's unethical, man, you evil demon beast. And it never happened, right? But this is what the media wants to play it up as. But you have all these people that are being indicted, from Rudy Giuliani to Jenna Ellis, you have Meadows, all of these people that are all in this indictment, including Trump.
I mean, our country's going to hell.
And what do they want to hit him with? This whole convoluted plan to overtake the United States. That's what this is all about. This is what he was trying to do. And luckily, some people stopped him and they didn't bend to his will. That's the whole narrative. But when you dive into this indictment, right, they want to do a racketeering, right? This is for mob bosses. This is for people with a huge criminal organization that from the bottom up, they want the little guys that do the drug deals and deal out the weapons and all that for them to rat on the higher ups, and they keep moving up. That's the whole point of this. None of this applies, and I'm going to speak to that in one hot second. But look at some of these things. Just one quick example that they put in this phony indictment. Look at this. And this is a cute one. Act 22, on or about the third day of December 2020, Donald John Trump caused to be tweeted from the Twitter at Real Donald Trump. Georgia hearings now on at OANN. Amazing. This was an overact in furtherance of the conspiracy. So now that's interesting. So if you're telling somebody go look at this network because they're doing an amazing piece showing all this stuff, now you're engaging in the conspiracy. See how all this stuff, this is all First Amendment grounds, period. You're free to say and do whatever you please in this situation. You're over here, you're contesting election results. That is your right to do, especially as a political candidate. That's all covered under the First Amendment.
He ain't lying. That's right.
And that's what all this stuff's about. But I'm going to tell you what, when this whole situation, and there's no need to dive in furthermore with the indictment, it's all BS. She wants to try to fast track it to happen in 6 months, somewhere in January. You have 19 people, all have 19 different lawyers. Think about all the motions and the witnesses and the paper, millions and millions of documents, paper, everywhere. It's going to be ridiculous to get even 2 people, let alone 19. She wants to try, but she's smart. And before you guys go and just mangle me, hear me out. She's smart in what she's doing, because it's kind of funny. The indictment itself was leaked hours prior to the actual indictment being out. But it gets a little bit deeper than that. The same leak, right, is verbatim. It's the same as the actual indictment. But what did her office try to come out and say? Oh, it's fake. Don't pay no attention to it. That's not the actual thing, even though they released that as a case number, a judge, and it's trying to say that this is all unanimous before the grand jury even voted. But here's what I'm getting into why she's smart. She goes up there in front of everybody talking about thank you for the police department keeping us safe. Ain't nobody outside but the media. Nobody cares about all this. They did this on purpose. And the reason they did this on purpose, they see the whole thing with these indictments aren't working. His poll numbers just keep going up. The support is there. It just outweighs all the other candidates as well as Smokey Joey. It's outweighing all of them. This is a whole example of have your cake and eat it too. Because you know how they're going to play this off? Because when she was in front of all the cameras, what did she say? Oh, this is a staffer. This is somebody that I don't even know how all this stuff works.
That fictitious document matched exactly the charges that we now see in this indictment. Can you tell us more about that document leak? Because now you have the former president's lawyers who are saying that this is emblematic of a serious problem with your office.
I am not an expert on clerks' duties or even administrative duties. I wouldn't know how to work that system, and so I'm not going to speculate. Next question.
Even though the indictment was uploaded to the DA's actual website. So all this stuff had to be uploaded and you click submit. The reason they did it like this and what everybody's missing is it's done on purpose. So they can say, hey, man, Fani Willis, she had him dead to rights. She had all these people all wrapped up. She was about to take down the whole Trump organization, all these fraudsters, all this stuff that they want to sell and all that they want to put out. But all thanks to somebody in the DA's office, this secretary or this PR person, whoever it was, they fumbled the whole thing. They know the indictments aren't working. She had to deliver on these campaign promises and I'm going to get Trump and we're going to bring him to justice. Now they can turn around and say, hey, it's not on me. Blame the little DA, blame the secretary. They leaked it out. If it wasn't for them, we would have went to trial and this would have never been a mistrial and we had him dead to rights and he just slipped through the long arm of the law. Justice just didn't prevail this time. That's why they did it. It's all about having your cake and eating it too. They know they can't deliver. This is like a 3 to 4 year process to even bring this to trial, let alone have everybody. And if somebody has something else that conflicts with somebody else's statement, they have to branch off. You're talking about multiple years to even get this thing rolling after all the motions and all that. But they know that. So it's all about here. This is my hand. I'm showing you guys, but I have the ace in the hole because now I can cover myself and say, don't look at me because it's a mistrial. They did it. That's why the story changed. Why didn't she go up there and say, oh yeah, this is fake. Don't even listen to it. You know why? Because it was the actual indictment. They know exactly what they're doing. None of this stuff's by accident. You don't just accidentally leak this stuff out. They did it on purpose. And all the people like, oh my God, mistrial, man. That's what it's all about. She knew she couldn't deliver all this time. Didn't this happen in December of 2020 or November of 2020? Now we're in 2023 in August. There's a reason. It was all about put up or shut up. She never could have. So now we're just going to take that monkey wrench and just drop it right into the camshaft. Is that possible, right? Yeah, you can drop into a camshaft if the engine cover, I don't know. I'm going to sound like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But drop it into the engine and blow the whole thing up. But don't look at me. Look at the little secretary, the little DA office clerk. It's on them, not me, even though that's a felony offense. The judge is supposed to reveal all this stuff. The DA's office is not supposed to be leaked out, so that in itself is a felony.
And I understand that. I mean, I really do.
So this is all this. A lot of people are missing this, but they did it on purpose. Just you watch. That's what it's going to be. We had him dead to rights, but he slipped away, and it's all because of these other people. Don't look at me. Still elect me, guys. I got the job done, didn't I? It's a whole bunch of all this stuff isn't going to add up to anything. And to put a nice bow on this, everybody knows Jamie Raskin. I'm sure you guys have seen him, and I'm sure you guys have seen this.
For what purpose? What purpose is member right?
I have an objection because 10 of the 29 electoral votes cast by Florida were cast by electors not lawfully certified because they violated Florida's prohibition against dual office holding.
Debate is out of order.
Isn't that overthrowing democracy? He's trying to stop the will of the people, right? He's trying to say that this state is invalid, correct? That's in essence is what he's doing. That's his right to do. All this stuff, none of this stuff is illegal whatsoever. Even Hillary, the amazing Hillary, or the beautiful Hillary, like Trump calls her now, even if she called, say, Alabama, oh, I think that there was some funny business over here. This clerk was caught on camera doing this, yada yada, and oh, I want to talk to the Secretary of State, the governor, whoever made the mayor, whatever she wanted to do. That's well within her right. That's not no crime. It's all the same thing. And that's funny, Jamie Raskin saying that, the same individual that's on the January 6th committee talking about he tried to stop the will of the people. So isn't that what you were doing, Jamie Raskin, by your whole thing? All these people know what they're doing. They're not dumb people. They know exactly what they're doing. They're just trying. This is no different than all this stuff. He never paid taxes. What came of that? Oh, he's a Russian spy. Nothing came of that. Oh, the P tapes. All this stuff. Nothing ever came of any of this stuff. And it's been 7 years.
It's been 84 years.
Now here's to the next 7 years. That's all this stuff is tripling, doubling, quadrupling down on the same BS. And a lot of people are getting hip, but some people keep drinking the Kool-Aid, and I just don't understand why. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I didn't talk and bark your ear off too much. Just want to try to squeeze everything into this as quickly as I could. But you guys let me know if am I on the money with this, or no, they really got him this time, guys. I know it's been 7 years, but we finally got him. He saw the sandwich, he put his hand in the bear trap, got him. We got him dead to rights. Am I wrong? Or is, oh yeah, you know what? Let's just throw this monkey wrench in there in the camshaft. I know I'm right about that. Let's throw this monkey wrench in the camshaft just to gum up the works, and then we can have our cake and eat it too. I did everything. I had them, but then the clerk stopped me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you guys could please share, and I will catch you guys on the next one.